Hi, in this video I'm going to give you a recap of the year 2021 for this channel. I'll show you the most popular and therefore probably the most useful videos, and at the end there's a bonus if you've seen any of the videos of the new song production series. So let's go! Yeah, so the year 2021 has been quite a year for this YouTube channel. I've managed to keep producing one video a week, and that's mostly in the evening hours after a full-time day job. But it has been a lot of fun to share my learned lessons from the trenches of a home studio. Now, since there's now quite a number of videos on this channel, I think there's about 90 now, I thought it might be a good idea to give you an overview of what the most popular ones were this year, because those are probably also the most useful. So if you haven't seen them, there might be something in there for you. See it as a sort of year directory, a table of contents to the most popular videos on this channel. But first of all, let's have a very quick look at the YouTube statistics for this channel in 2021. So over here you can see the number of subscribers that I currently have, and that's on December 20th that I'm recording this video. And if you know anything about YouTube, you may know that somewhere around June, July, I passed the 1,000 subscriber milestone and also the 4,000 watch hours milestone. And that means that I got monetized on YouTube, so that I now actually get paid a little bit of money for views on this channel. And that's not a lot at the moment, but it's nice to have passed that milestone. So after July 2021, the channel has kept growing to, well, around 2,200 subscribers now. And somewhere in the middle of November, I had a video which went a little bit viral, so the number of additional subscribers has gone up a bit more since that period. If you look at the other numbers on this channel, you can see that I got around 130,000 views in last year, which is just amazing. Over 8,000 hours of watch time, and the number of subscribers has risen by almost 2,000. So that's also quite amazing to me when I started this channel about 1.5 years ago with, well, 0 subscribers like anybody else. Now make sure to hang on to the end of this video, because if you've ever seen any of the videos in the new production series on this channel, I have a bonus that relates to that series. But first, let's check the most popular videos in 2021. And at number 10 is my comparison of 1073 equalizers. And that's in a series of videos that I started called Hardware versus Plugins. And in that series, I always compare hardware against similar plugins to see if there's any difference between usually the more expensive hardware and the less expensive plugins. In this particular video, I'm comparing 1073 equalizers, being the equalizer on my Heritage Audio 1073 clone, the UAD 1073 emulation, and the Analog Obsession Bridge channel, which is free. So if you want to see what the differences are, and if you're interested in any of those plugins or the hardware, check it out. And let me repeat again, the Analog Obsession plugin is free. Links are in the description of the video. At number 9 is my video about recording the acoustic guitar for a song that we're producing in the new song production series, which is a series of videos in which I show the production of a new Awash song from start to finish. And in this particular episode, I'm showing how I recorded the acoustic guitar of our singer. I show you the preparations for the recording, I dive into the actual signal chain that was used, you get to see the actual recording, and you also get to see the editing that I did after recording. So if you regularly record acoustic guitar, check out that video and see if you can pick up any workflow tips. At number 8, I have a video which has the evocative title Best Neve Plugin Ever. And it's really a plugin review of the Kit Plugins Blackbird Studio's BBN105 plugin, which is a channel strip emulating the Blackbird Studio's Neve console in Nashville. I also recently did a second review about that plugin, the version 2, which you can also check out on this channel. But this first review basically compares the plugin to my 1073 hardware. And although the plugin doesn't really emulate 1073 hardware, I still always want to compare a plugin to something else so that you have a reference point. I compare the plugin to the hardware on the snare top and on the vocal, so if you're into the Neve EQ flavor, go and check it out. At number 7 is another episode of the Hardware vs Plugin series, and in this case I'm comparing two Pultec equalizers, being my Warm Audio Pultec clone and the UAD Pultec emulation. I compare them on a vocal and on a kick track, and for the kick track I'm also showing the famous Pultec EQ trick, so if you don't know that one yet, or you're interested in Pultec equalizers, go watch that video. At number 6 is my video on doing a quick mastering job in Cubase 11. And in this video I show you how I do a quick mastering job of a live Awash track, which has since been released on Spotify. I show you the setup of my mastering session, which plugins I use, why I use them, where I got the mastering skills, and how I finally mastered this track in Cubase 11. So if you're interested in a mastering workflow in Cubase, you should probably check out this video. But not until you've completed this one, of course. At number 5 is my video on Spectra Layers 1 vocal separation. And I've done a couple of videos this year about Spectra Layers 1, the basic spectral editor that comes with Cubase 11. This specific video is about how you can extract the vocals from a full stereo mix. And I compared the result to doing this with Isotope RX8, which can also do the same thing. So if you're interested in spectral editing or getting the vocals out of a full stereo track, check out this video. At number 4 is my video on how to comp vocals in Cubase. Now, if I say so myself, I think this is probably the most useful video on the channel this year, because I show you the possibilities of the Cubase comp tool, and you can use that not just for vocals, but also for all other kind of recordings of instruments that you're doing. And in that video, I also show you how I used Cubase track versions to keep track of the different steps that I have in my editing and comping process. And especially that last part I have not seen in any other YouTube videos, so if you're interested in that, check out this video. Link is in the description. At number 3, again a video about spectral layers. And this one is more an overview video in which I show you which parts there are in the user interface of spectral layers and how you can use them. I also give you some ideas about how you can use this type of editing for fixing audio and also for adding creative ideas to a recording. So if you think that's for me, go check it out. Now at number 2 is my video on recording and editing vocals in my home studio, which is another episode of the new song production series. It's actually a video from November 2020, but it remained very popular this year. And it's number 2 in the amount of views that it got. I show you the preparation for recording the vocal track, the signal chain, the actual recording, and the editing of the vocal afterwards. And again, the bonus that I have for you at the end is related to this new song production series. So stick around for that. Now at number 1 is my video on Cubase 12 and dongle-free licensing. And this video has actually gotten the most views in the least amount of time. It sort of went viral, if you can talk about that yet from my channel. But somewhere early November this year, I got an email from Steinberg, like probably a lot of you, about the new licensing system that they were going to introduce with Cubase 12. Now, there was a lot to read about how all of that would work, so I figured I'd make a little video explaining the highlights of that Steinberg communication, because I think it's very important information that you all should know if you're running Cubase. And I understand it if not all of you have a lot of time to read all of this stuff. So it's a bit of a summary of the Steinberg communication. Now, I made this video within one evening, recorded it, edited it, and uploaded it to YouTube. So it's actually the video that I spent the least amount of time on, because normally my videos take about 3 to 4 evenings that I spent on them. And it's quite funny that this video is actually the one that spiked on my channel. Now, there were a lot of questions if you look at the comments on this video, and I think I tried to answer all of them, but I can imagine that more people have the same questions. So I'll shortly do a follow-up to this video to address the questions that were asked quite a lot. Now, like I said earlier, I promised you a bonus at the end of this video, which is related to the new song production series. In that series of videos, I showed you in, I think, probably 22 steps, how we went as a band from the start, the idea of the song, all the way up to a full production that was released this year. And I will now provide my Cubase project file to download with a link below. It does not contain the audio files, but still, if you start up that project, you will see how I route my audio, which plugins I used, exactly which settings I used on them if you have the same plugins. So I hope for you that this will be useful for you at the end of this year and now that this series has been completed. So I hope you liked the little overview of the most popular videos in 2021 and that there's something for you to watch that you haven't seen yet. Now, I want to close this year by thanking you all for all the videos that you watched on this channel, for liking them, responding in the comments. All of that is very important for the YouTube algorithm to show my videos to more people. So I really, really appreciate it. I also have a lot of interesting ideas for this channel for next year, and I'm already preparing somewhat for that during the holidays. So make sure to stick around and subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Now, to all of you, very, very happy holidays, and let's make some great music in 2022. Up next is my new song production playlist, so have a look, enjoy, and see you soon.